Hey guys, today we are comparing and ordering integers. So we're going to be comparing two different integer values, representing which one is greater or less than using inequality symbols. And this number line is going to be a big tool for us to use. So for the first problem, I see that we're comparing 10 and negative 2. So I'm going to put points on my number line to represent both of them. So I see 10 is all the way here to the right, and negative 2 is 2 left of 0. So when I am comparing these two values, I see that 10 is greater than negative 2. Our next problem takes a look at 0 and 3. So I find both of my points on my number line, and I see that 3 is greater than 0. So my inequality symbol will open up towards 3. My third problem, so I have negative 5 and 0. So again, I'm going to find negative 5, which is 5 to the left of 0. And I'm going to compare these two integers. And I see that negative 5 is less than 0, or that 0 is greater than negative 5. So my inequality symbol will open towards the greater value, which is 0. And if I were to read that statement left to right, that would say negative 5 is less than 0. So I want you to take a moment and pause this video, and on your own, I want you to find what the inequality statement would be. So I want you to compare negative 7 and 6. All right. So when you compared negative 7 and 6, you should have seen that negative 7 was 7 left of the 0, and 6 was 6 right of 0. So 6 was the greater value, so the inequality symbol would open towards 6. Now this next problem is where it gets a little tricky and sometimes we get confused. We want to compare negative 6 and negative 9. And our brains sometimes want to generalize this to our thinking of positive numbers. This is where the number line tool is most important. So I'm going to find negative 6 and negative 9 on my number line and plot their points. Now that I have the visual in front of me, I see that negative 6 is actually greater than negative 9. So that inequality symbol would open up towards the negative 6. This same process can be applied with negative 8 and negative 10. So I'm going to find these two values on my number line. And again, I see that negative 8 is greater than negative 10. So these two problems illustrate for us that when we are comparing negative numbers, we must use a number line. And also, the more negative a number is, the smaller the value. So the more negative a number is, the smaller the value.